Self-confidence is something that's hard to define, but its presence can be instantly recognizable. It implies an inner trust in one's own talents, characteristics, and decisions, a quality which reflects on our relationships with others, those around us, and how well we perform academically or professionally. Indeed, while low self-esteem can arise from certain psychological disorders such as crippling social anxiety or other mental health concerns that affect one's outlook on life, this isn't always the case. You may not be aware of it, but certain unconscious habits can have a harmful impact on your self-confidence. Let's identify some of these habits to help you recognize them so that you can begin cultivating beneficial ones instead. Number 1. Comparing yourself to others while ignoring your own achievements. We've all experienced it. You're scrolling through your social media feed, and to your dismay, you realize that others are achieving their goals faster than you. They may have a beautiful home, the perfect job, or they might be in an enviable relationship while yours is on shaky ground. Jealousy rears its ugly head as insecurity and anger lodge within. Seemingly, these people can do no wrong, while life has been unkind to you. But pause for just a moment. Is this really as dire as it appears? Although it's natural for humans to compare themselves to others, this behavior can be detrimental if we don't take steps to manage it. When you focus on the achievements of other people without recognizing your own successes, your self-esteem takes a hit and leaves you feeling envious or resentful. To combat this habit, make an effort to appreciate what makes you unique in a positive light. All of these negative behaviors are indicative of poor self-esteem, and if left unchecked, can lead to more serious consequences. The key is to be aware of when they happen, so you can substitute a healthier thought or action for that bad habit in question. With practice, you'll be able to quickly recognize these pitfalls and turn them into positives instead. Number 2. Settling for less. Settling for less than what you truly deserve can seem like a simple solution to make life more comfortable or convenient. However, it does not yield any benefits in the long run and only serves to erode your self-worth. Lowering your standards will create bigger issues down the line that could have been avoided if you had just stayed true to yourself and held firm onto everything that matters most. It's easy to get into the habit of lowering your standards when it comes to something you value. It doesn't have to be this way, though. We all have different values, and that is perfectly acceptable. But if we remain committed to our individual set of principles, then not only will it make us happier, it will also boost our confidence significantly. Number 3. Letting yourself go. Most people are aware that hygiene and health should not be taken for granted. However, one of the most vital things to remember is that when you disregard your appearance, it implies disrespect towards yourself. Moreover, if you do not feel good about how you look, then your self-worth will undoubtedly decrease, particularly in social settings. It may sound shallow, but taking proper care of your physical appearance can bring a massive boost to your confidence. Number 4. Obsessing over every flaw. When you take a peek in the mirror, do you quickly pay attention to every slight imperfection in your appearance? Do these so-called flaws cast a long shadow on everything else that feels like they're all you can see? If this resonates with you, then please stop. This negative behavior will not result in more confidence. Even if this seems honest and realistic to yourself, observing those issues too closely is toxic for self-love. When this kind of mindset takes over, instead of looking at what makes us unique and special, we only focus on our perceived shortcomings. Constantly tearing yourself down can instill feelings of sorrow, inadequacy, and humiliation. This is not a conducive environment for fostering self-confidence. Instead of fixating on minor imperfections, direct that same energy into cultivating appreciation for all your positive features. Positive thinking might feel unfamiliar at first, especially since pessimism has become such an automatic tendency. But like any other beneficial behavior worth acquiring, persistence will gradually shift how you regard yourself in a much more empowering direction. Number 5. Talking too much about your weaknesses. Self-deprecating humor can be an effective way to demonstrate that you don't take yourself too seriously. But there's a delicate balance between this and going overboard. Too much self-criticism could come off as insecurity rather than lightheartedness, potentially leading people to question your abilities or grow tired of hearing it. Therefore, it's important to exercise caution when using self-directed humor. If you need to discuss a weakness, let's say an interview setting, position it as something to develop. This will show that not only are there areas for growth, but also demonstrate your eagerness and readiness to learn new skills and excel even beyond those that come naturally. Number 6, apologizing too much. Have you ever found yourself uttering, "I'm sorry," even in situations when somebody else is at fault? Apologies can be powerful and necessary, yet saying sorry all the time could affect your self-confidence. Excessive apologies may give off an impression of insecurity, as if we are not certain about our capabilities or choices. We should never apologize for something that isn't our fault, or something which we do not regret doing. Avoiding accountability for your actions can lead to others perceiving you as the one at fault. Thus, apologies should only be discussed when truly necessary in order to be sincere and valid. Number 7, falling prey to your negative self-talk. It is a common occurrence for us to experience negative self-talk, yet it can be difficult to counter those thoughts with positive affirmations. With continual exposure and repetition of this kind of thinking, our self-esteem and confidence deteriorates quickly, making it harder than ever before to believe in ourselves or reach the goals we set out for ourselves. By learning not to give your negative self-talk too much weight, you can cultivate a more objective outlook on life that will open the door for greater contentment and confidence. Even though positive affirmations are useful in some cases, they alone can't undo all of our thought patterns. Consequently, by embracing this newfound perspective, we allow ourselves to find true joy. Number 8, paying others too many compliments. Building others up is an important part of life. However, when you incessantly overcompliment them and minimize your own worth in the process, this creates a negative cycle that can be harmful to your mindset. Stay away from making yourself feel small by recognizing your unique gifts and talents. Give yourself the same admiration as you do for those around you. It's essential for self-growth. We all possess different advantages and shortcomings, which is what makes us stand out from the rest. Everyone has something unique that sets them apart, so never forget to appreciate your strengths. Celebrate yourself for who you are and do not be afraid to step into the spotlight. Number 9, letting others take charge for you. Confidence cannot be found if you lack understanding of your own wants and needs, or are not confident in voicing them. To foster self-confidence, honor yourself by speaking honestly and courageously about your goals. Listen to what resonates within you. Trust the decisions that arise from this place of inner knowledge. Then take action. If someone attempts to control or manipulate you instead of honoring your choices, it will severely impact how confidently you express yourself. Number 10, being in toxic relationships. Our relationships are an immense factor when it comes to how confident we feel. Everyone around us, from family and friends to coworkers and acquaintances, affects the way our self-esteem fluctuates. So if those in your life tend towards criticism or belittling behavior, you can bet that your confidence will take a hit. Taking a step back to contemplate if your relationships are benefiting both people involved is essential, particularly when you have been feeling insecure because of them. To be self-assured and stand up for yourself, it's necessary to spend time with individuals who will foster your well-being as much as theirs. Number 11, using substances to cope. Casual drug, alcohol, and food abuse are all too common in our society today. Unfortunately, these behaviors may seem like a quick fix to deal with difficult emotions, but they fail to address the underlying issues that cause those feelings in the first place. In fact, engaging in such activities can prevent us from learning how to handle negative emotions and rebound from them. Therefore, it is important for us to recognize when we are using casual substance abuse as an escape route instead of developing healthy coping skills. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to the channel.